The NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this will be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McKinnon, and some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Matt Longacre in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop.
Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Listen.
After the interception, here's gone. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Third and 2, gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's gone. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll Bison, and he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 43 yards on the ground. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Matt Longacre in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Go, 12, go.
Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find them in this type of a situation.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
5, 5,
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Deion Kane with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Obama.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught at the 8th. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
76. Go, son. 180.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks. And
he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. second down. Here's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
14.
Here's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
12.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play, and this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Garoppolo, maybe a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. On play action. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Like 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And we'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people play.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that what?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
To throw on second down is gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on third down, gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throw left side on target to Kane, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run there by Gurley. 41 yards on the ground. From the red zone now, gone. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Second down, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, here's Gone. Going up top for Cup. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Third and long. It's Gone. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Goff now looks to throw. That's to his running back, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
To throw is Gone. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, and he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off. Not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked on by a Kevin Witherspoon. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise.
And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Back on day one, they said they were capable of winning 10 games this year. They said that in this locker room. They were right. This makes it an even 10.
And typically, if you win 10, it puts you right in the hunt for the playoffs. It doesn't ensure it, but 10 wins, an excellent goal for any team before a season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.